fills. What are they and how to use them? We're going to answer those two questions today. Tyler from TenthumbsPro.com. New ukulele every Wednesday and Saturday. Subscribe and learn. Never miss a lesson. Printable tabs by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes as well as the description. You'll also see my email in the description for one-on-one lessons. All right. You hit like, subscribe, thought about becoming a Patreon. Grab the ukulele brain attention span. Follow me on in and let's fill up that empty space. Come on in. So the first thing we should know about a fill is what it is. A fill is designed to fill up empty space. So if I'm singing, la da da, this is my song and I think it sounds so good. There's the empty space that I fill it up, I would. And so I'm gonna teach you today to do the same. The tutorial is cool, I promise it's not lame. So you notice that anytime there was a break in my melody, that's where I'm filling up the empty space. It's really just a lick, usually from the scale that comes from the song, and I'm using it to identify a spot that has no melody and create some interest instead of empty space. This song is in C minor. The chords we're using are C minor. You could also play it like this. That'll be a little easier to switch. E flat, well, it's O 3-3-3. E flat, O 3-3-1. F major, which you probably know, 2-0-1-0. It's worth noting F is not actually in the key of C minor. It's F minor, but we made it a major for a little extra oomph. And so I have this song, and I'm doing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, la da 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 da, ba da ba da dee. And notice when I get to this last strum pattern, there's a hole in my melody. And I'm singing, yeah, and then I get to here, and it's down, down, up, down, up. And it's that hole in the melody where I'm going to create my fill. Because if you're playing in a band, you don't want your lead playing to step on the toes of the singer. And if you're composing your own songs, you don't want your fills to stomp on your own melody, because then you get kind of this mess. So the first thing you do is identify where they should go, and that's where there is a break in the melody or a break or empty space in the music in general. The next thing you do is you identify the scale you're using. This song is in the key of C minor, so we're using the C minor pentatonic. If the song was in G major, you would use the G major pentatonic or the G major scale. So you identify the key, and then you find the scale that you're going to use for that song. Today's scale, the C minor pentatonic, shape 5. We're going to use shape 5, 1, and 2. Shape 5 is O3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Shape 1 is 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. And shape 2 is 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. Okay, so we've identified now the shapes that we're using and where we are going to be putting our fill. The next thing to do is to create the fill. And essentially a fill is just a lick. You can literally go through your favorite solos, pull pieces out or phrases, and use those bits of the solo as fills. Our first basic one, I like to do this to get the timing down, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so you can hang on to the time, these only work if they're played in time. If you get all wonky and out of time, they're not going to sound that good. And if that's the case, it's best just to keep the strum pattern. But if you can play them in time, you're going to get some really pretty stuff. So What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to take that to the next level. And you can do this any way you want. We have a 1-bar space. We know what shapes we're using. We just want to create an idea that exists within that 1 bar. So let's turn the heat up a little bit and let's make one that's a little more complicated. We're going to strum the chord on the 1 beat. Then we're going to play the 1st fret here, 3rd fret. We're going to go 1 and 2. So we get 1 and 2. And it's important that you hit this on the and to stay in time. 1 and 2. Then we're going to come up here again and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What I'm doing here is I'm using my ring finger to play the 3rd of both, right? So I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One and 2 and 3 and 4. One and 2 and 3 and 4. This is my song. I hope you sing along. But here it comes the tasty fill. And I'm gonna play it again so you understand how it fits inside my friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Maybe so, I do not know. And there, the melody too, I kind of sang over it a little bit. If they overlap just a little bit, that's not necessarily a terrible thing. So let's look at how to get the second shape involved and do something with shape, or that was shape 5. Feel free to explore shape 5. Let's look at shape 1 and how we can get shape 1 involved to create a fill. For our fill here, we're going to strum the chord on the 1st beat, 1, and I like that too. It doesn't have to be just 4 beats of soloing. Hitting that chord on the 1st beat is really, really nice, especially if maybe your melody finishes right there on that 1st beat. So we go through, and I just keep that chord down because I play 2 and the 3rd fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the E string, 2 and pinky on the 6th fret here on the off beat, and then down to the 5th fret. So we get 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Resolving on the C note. So for this lick, I'm playing the C note as the last note, which really ties it up and puts a bow on it. You don't have to do that because the C kind of represents a finality. It's best if you finish your solo with the C, but you can also do call and response and let's say finish the first lick on a B flat and then the next on a C, and that movement creates some really cool stuff. So here we get 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Oops, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, nice and slow. This one's a little harder. When you're learning these ideas, make sure you go at a speed that's comfortable where you can stay in time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. One, 2, and 3, and 4. I messed that last one up, my bad. But so that's how you can see how shape number 1 works as a fill. Let's take a look at the next shape. Now keep in mind, you can get all the way down here if you want to. You can, and then go way down the fretboard and find these other shapes if you like them way down here. Just know that you have to get back in time. All right, so let's take a look at shape number 2. Here we're going to use a triplet. We're going to go 1, and we're going to slide 5 to 7. We're going to go trip, bo, la. We're going to get here on the 3rd beat. So we go 1, 2, po, la, 3. 5 slide to 7 with your middle finger. 6 to 8, index and ring. then your index on the 6th fret of the A string on the 3rd beat. 1, 2 polar, 3, 4, 1, 2 polar, 3, 4, 1, 2 polar, 3, 4. So we found a place to chill. Now here's the fill. Put it where those melody doesn't sound so heavenly. I guess the song that I'm improvising really isn't that good. Okay, but that's how you use it. That's the ultimate idea. So I want to give you 3 examples, 3 different keys, but this is the most important. You play a song and you want to add a fill. First step, where? Identify the hole in the melody. Second, identify the key, because that lets you know the scale that you're going to use. And then, once you do that, work out your fill. Sometimes it helps to work out the fill kind of really slow. Okay, we're playing a popular song. What's a good one? Maybe something like, some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some people call me the gangster of love. And that first part when I went, some people call me the space cowboy. No melody here. So there's my hole, right? I'm in the key of G. So I found where, key of G. So then I find my scale. And then I go, some people call me the space cowboy. Some people call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice now, baby, 'cause I speak. So I did the same thing. I found a hole in the melody, found the key, looked up the scale that I needed, and then created a fill to fill up that space. It's going to go slow. Take it with songs that you're very, very confident that you've been playing for a long time. Find those empty spaces, find the appropriate scale, create the fill on pen and paper even before you get started, and then start to fill up the empty space. So there you go, folks. That's what a fill is, and that's how you use it. I hope it helps. Tenthumbspro.com. Until next time, have a lovely day. That's it. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the lesson. Now you can take these jams, you can find that empty space, and you can shred it out. That was a little more of a solo, but you get the idea. Tenthumbspro.com, new ukulele every Wednesday and Saturday. Subscribe. Think about becoming a Patreon. It's cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger, and it helps me. It helps you. Help me help you. It's truly a win-win. All right? Keep on rocking and rolling. Have a lovely day, and we'll catch you soon.